Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy II Soul of Rebirth. Previously, we went through town, and I explained a whole bunch of crap, and I kept saying, and was getting pissed off about it. This time, we go through to Ultima. And I'm going to give you a quick preview of what equipment items I have. And it looks like he's got some wing swords, giant helm, various other objects, and I've already started saying, anyway. Oh dear. God dang it. Anyway, so here's his, the various magics. I've gotten them. And Minwu's actually not going to end up with a whole bunch of these spells. I'm going to get rid of 3 of his spells at least, because I know I'm going to give him haste, and what the heck is it? Oh, well. Haste and Ultima are 2 of the spells he's getting. I know he gets 1 more that I'm going to end up giving him, but oh well. This place. No, it can't be. Yes, it is. Chamber of the Seal. Here we are. At least we don't have to go through the whole freaking tower. Yep, we're right here. It's the seal. Just as I thought. The seal. Yes, it is the seal. You mean Ultima exists here too? I can't remember the voice I did for him. The seal that gave my life to break. But this time I will not fall. Oh, you sure? Everyone, stand back. Okay, Minwu. We're counting on you. Break that seal. Come on. Ow! Yeah, there's a slight pause of effect. Pause for effect right there. Plus, someone came in the room, so I was like, get the hell out, but you didn't see that. And he did fall. What the heck? You are a liar. You fell over. Minwu. Minwu. Hang on, man. Hang on, man. I'm alright. Oh, okay, so this time he gets up. I died once. That was my destiny. Yet this time I lived. There must be some vital reason for our presence here after all. Lot to think about. Alright, so let's go in here. And battle this guy. Yeah, you have to battle someone to get the Ultima Tomb this time. And let's do that. I don't think I'm leveled up high enough to do that, actually. So, I will actually be right back after some random battling. But it will still be in this video, so, alright. Alright, I am back after some major random battling. Yes, quite a lot of random battling. Anyway, the crystal responds. Minwu, White Wizard, oh yeah, crap. Anyway. Yeah, this is the Ultima weapon. Basically, crap, one moment. There we go. The sound was off for some reason. It wasn't on mute or anything, but it was off, nonetheless. Anyway, so this is actually going to be a really complicated battle, if you're not prepared for it. I'm actually going to speed through it in the background, not right here. Because sadly, I am actually voice recording this as I'm going through and watching this, whereas in the last couple of videos, I voiced over while looking at a screen in Windows Movie Maker. So, this might sound just a bit weird. In the background, anyway. I'm pretty sure it did in the edit, but oh well. So, here we go. We're speeding it up. I'm holding the space bar right now. you're going to want to set up a magical barrier and physical barrier. Because he uses flare and a couple of other spells that are really kick butt on you. Like that did 903 damage. See? That was some major damage, and it, right, like one hit killed Minwu. He already had some damage done to him, but still. So yeah, he can do some major damage when he wants to. You want to make sure your people are healed up pretty good. God dang. I better not end up dying. I do not want to die. Anyway, so you want to have magic and physical. God dang it. I'm probably going to wipe. And that's going to piss me off. But you want to have magic and physical damage barriers up. Because he does massive damage doing both of those. Unless you have your barriers up. And then you want to cast haste. God dang it. I can't think of the name for the life of me. Crap. It was haste and... God, I'll slow this down. One moment. I'm going to read off the spells they have. I know I gave Joseph haste and Scott something else. Berserk. There we go. You want to cast haste and berserk on your people as well, so they do much more damage, because Ultima weapon has a whole lot more health, and depending is harder than the Emperor himself. It's just like God, Astaroth, I don't know. The angel type person in Final Fantasy II, the actual version of this. He's sort of like that. He can be harder than the actual boss itself. Holy crap, I'm actually still alive, which surprises me. I wonder why I haven't died. Oh well. But yeah, every single time they die, though, it's bad because you have to rebuff them. And crap, Minwu is out of MP. That's bad. Yeah, my magic spells aren't leveled up that good, so there's a lot of miss here. There's actually a lot of miss throughout the whole freaking game. Even though I do end up leveling them up pretty bad. They get really leveled up. They start off at like 900 HP and life and 40 MP or so. Yeah, they're gonna end up with like, I believe 5,000 HP, about 200 MP, and some pretty kick-butt weapons. I believe the highest level I got, one of Minwu's staffs, is 13 to 14. So that should be good. Anyway, I'm trying to get a couple of videos in today, only because of the fact that tomorrow I have a band practice thing, and then next week during Thursday I have another practice thing, and then August 1st I start band camp, so my schedule is kind of fixed at the moment. There will not be a lot of videos. Plus I have that Java thing going on, so yeah, I kind of got a in-depth schedule planned. Woo! Hooray for schedules! That's what I get for going into all honors classes as well, because I have to study for those. Yeah, wow, anyway. Why am I talking about this? I should be talking about the game, but there's nothing interesting going on besides for a speed-through. Hurry up. This is actually going to be about the whole video. That's why I'm not speeding it up as much as it should be, like I have with the other battles. The other battles I just go zzz, but I didn't want to make like a 2 or 3 minute video, so yeah, I'm just speeding along through here, talking about basically anything I want. And you guys will have to just deal with it, I suppose. I was actually talking to my mom this morning, and she was like, why does your YouTube say that you are 27 years old? And I was like, crap. Well, you see, Mom, I do not believe kids under, or teenagers under 18 are actually allowed to be on YouTube with an account at all, or to post videos. So, you know, most kids of America these days, they gotta switch their name, or not switch their name, but some do. They gotta switch their age so they can comply, like Facebook, for instances. How many teenagers do you know have a Facebook? Anyway, Joseph is dead. Well, holy crap, he can just die. I think I'm doing pretty good. Scott's not doing really good damage with his staff, though. Or swords. God. And Ricard needs healed. He looks like he's about to die. Oh, crap. A whale! Anyway. So apparently this Java book I'm reading is for college students. So I'm not sure if that's good. But my dad says it's okay if I'm reading it, only because of the fact that if it's for college students and I'm understanding it, I must be pretty good at understanding things. So I might understand it more than a Java for dummies or something like that. Plus, it's a SAM, so apparently they're the best of the best. God, there's really nothing to talk about. Gosh darn. Woo! Ricard's dead! Alright, I'll talk about future Let's Plays. How about that? Let's see. I am gonna end up doing Final Fantasy 3. I believe I said this in the last video, but I'll bring it up again. Final Fantasy 3, 4, 5, and I believe 6 are all for DS, and I found out that with my controller, I can actually control those games because they don't have to have a pen. And I was scared that, first of all, I would get annoyed at the very small screen, which I ended up not getting really annoyed after a half hour of testing it. So thank God for that. But I was getting I was worried that the screen would be too small and I'd get annoyed really easily, and that my controller wouldn't work, and that I would have to use the mouse to use a pen, which would kind of take forever, in my opinion. So yeah, I'll end up probably doing 3, 4, 5, and 6 as a Let's Play. But 4, 5, and 6 I haven't completely played through. I mean, I've played through some of it, but not all of it, so I wouldn't know every piece of material that I need to know. And then I plan on doing another Zelda. I'm not sure which one at the moment, though. I might end up doing Majora's Mask, but I'm also thinking about doing Link to the Past. Link to the Past, though, I want to wait and see if I can get together with my cousin and do it. Only because of the fact that me and my cousin was the first person I ever played it with, and we beat it in like a day. I mean, it's a really short game, so if you sit down for a couple, maybe 6 or 7 hours, you can beat it rather easily. And he knows where most of the different items are, so that would help with people that want to have a 100% game. Which reminds me, Zelda 2 was the first game I actually got 100% on. Zelda-wise. I didn't get all the items in Zelda 1. I didn't get all the items in Zelda Link's Awakening. I've never gotten any of all the items in any other game, period. because I basically try and get through it as quick as I can so I can get on to the next one. Yay! You know. But, yeah, that kind of really bums me out that I didn't do it 100% because it's not helping a whole bunch of other people who are trying to look for all the different heart pieces or heart containers or stuff like that. And, wow, that was rather quick. Let's see, what other Zeldas are there? You have your Zelda Ocarina of Time, Zelda Majora's Mask, the original Zelda, Zelda 2, Link's Awakening, then you have Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages, Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks. So I actually have a couple, or a few more Zeldas to do before I get to the ones that I can't do because I don't have a TV recorder or a computer that supports Dolphin, which is a GameCube emulator. My computer's graphics just kind of suck, so it would lag it up, and I don't want a completely laggy video like I noticed all of my Final Fantasy 1 was, and the beginning of Final Fantasy 2. I can't believe I didn't notice that. But I plan on doing most of the Zeldas, if not all of them eventually. And most of the Final Fantasies, if not all of them eventually as well. I can actually do a bunch of the Final Fantasies because they're for Game Boy Advanced and PS1. Because I have a PS1 emulator. So I could do like Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9, I believe. 10 was the first one for PS2, so I wouldn't be able to do that because my computer doesn't support it. If I can get a freaking DVD recorder, I could record what's on my TV screen, and I'd be able to do some different things and end up doing those. But until then, I can't do 10, 11... Well, 11's an online game, isn't it? Yeah, Final Fantasy 11's online, so screw that. I wouldn't be able to do 12, 13, and I believe there's a 13-2 now. I haven't played anything above 11, or 10. So, if I'm missing out, oh well. I didn't know. And if I ever get a DVD recorder, I plan on doing the Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and Chain of Memories. I might do the DS ones, but I never really got into those. The main three were the ones that I really liked. Anyway. God, that's a lot of Let's Plays I just talked about. That's going to be a whole lot of gaming time and not a lot of actual time. I mean, God, that could take forever. Let's think here. An average Final Fantasy game takes me about 2 or 3 days. So, for each of the Final Fantasies, that would be 3, 6, 9, 12. Well, a bunch of days, so it could be at least a month. Plus, yeah, I have to video edit, so it could be at least a month before I finish one game. And one game, I just named off a whole bunch, so... You know, that would be a month for Final Fantasy 3, a month for Final Fantasy 4, a month for Final Fantasy 5. That's 3 months right there, and I haven't even got to number 6. So it'd be like 4 months to get through the first, or the last 6 Final Fantasies before I hit PlayStation 1 games. Then I'd have 7, which would probably take me way more than a month because it's got 3 discs. Although Final Fantasy Disc 7 Disc 1 was rather short. So I don't know. And that one only took me about a week to beat. So I really just don't know. Anyway. And then, actually, Majora's Mask was really short. I could probably beat that in a day and have it video recorded and edited in about a week. And looky here, the video is finally over. Or at least the battle is. That's enough of Let's future Let's Play stuff, I actually also plan on doing my favorite Pokemon, which is Pokemon Heart Gold. I plan on doing that one. Anyway, flashes! Holy crap, it's just like Final Fantasy II. The crystal respawns. What's it say? Come on. Say something. Minwu, White Wizard of Finn. Thou hast shattered the seal and proven thy strength. We'll ride on. What else do you say? Come on, continue. What was I, tired? What the heck? That's going on forever. What the? Well, holy crap, fine, one moment. Okay. I went ahead and just stopped movie recording, and I'm actually going to play this part through. Minwu, White Wizard, I already said this. I entrust to the Ultima, mightiest of spells. There is no man more worthy of commanding it. You obtain the Ultima tool. Well, right on. And there's actually not a bunch of random battles in here. You can't just run around in random battle. This room and the one before it, basically the whole Ultima area, you can't do anything with. Anyway, use Ultima, Minwu, and there you go. Minwu's got Ultima. So, now that that is over with, I will see you all next time in my Let's Play Final Fantasy II Soul of Rebirth, where we will go and enter Pandemonium after I do a whole bunch of random battling yet again. In both areas this time, though. So, actually, I'll go ahead and head to Pandemonium just so you can see the opening sentences. Because I am going to do some random battling in there. And that means you won't see what is being said once you enter. So, let's go in here. Palace? This must be Pandemonium, Palace of the Lord of Hell. Yes, unknown palace. So I will see you all next time. Later.